I came to Australia in 1968, did my matriculation here. Finishing that, I've always wanted to do art. So I got enrolled in Swinburne Film and Television School. I'm new in the country, absolutely no idea what's happening. So I enrolled in this course and I didn't last. I mean, stayed for the year, but it just wasn't something that gelled with me. So the following year I said, I'm still going to pursue. I met a guy called George Velakos. He was doing the same course. Anyway, I didn't finish the course up. Next year, the following year, I did graphic design. I still feeling my way around. Didn't finish the course up. And I talked to George. I said, George, what are you up to? And he said, I'm doing a course now at Prahran, he said. So I'm looking to do a course. I'm not happy with doing graphics. He said, why don't you go and talk to Gordon Delisle? So I went and got myself into Prahran. And honestly, that was the best thing that's happened to me. I saw people there that were really supportive, friendly, and were bouncing off each other, and I really enjoyed that. I really thought that was just the best thing. That really was the making of me, actually. And I started looking at people, their photography and what they were on about, and this new thing called street photography. And I loved what they were doing. And the lecturers there, Russell Hurley came along. Russell Hurley was wonderful. He came and instructed us on filmmaking. We made documentaries with him, and in fact, Russell Hurley, after the course in 2007, the moment I finished the course up, Russell Hurley helped me get my first job in the film industry. Start of my career as a photographer, yeah. And I'm still doing it, yeah. I was doing portraits of people, and I did have an overall philosophy on what I was on, what I was doing. But once I got to Prahran, looking at other people working, bouncing on other people, and watching how other people operated, I started to develop my own way of thinking. I took those skills with me and taught my students photography. I worked for the education department as a curriculum materials production, and with this filmmaking and photography, I supported schools in the Mallee Swan Hill region. Later on, I went to TAFE to run the visual arts department there. I went to New Guinea and did a lot of photography, capturing people with an instance in time. I love that. I love that idea. How people live, without even. I don't like this portrait stuff. I just like taking pictures of people in the environment, in what they're doing. Ultima is a little town outside of Swan Hill. It's so small. It's falling apart, actually. Like I went to the school, a beautiful school. Whether it's still there, I'm not sure. But the school had only 3 kids in the school. Just wonderful people. But the town itself it's not much happening there. It's a wheat country and farming community. The pub's a big thing in the place there. But the people was wonderful. I had an exhibition at the gallery in Swan Hill. Plus, I did a lot of documentation and little films for the education department while I was working as a curriculum materials production. I was teaching at secondary school, and later on a uni course in language, and I ended up teaching Indonesian. My last job was in the darkroom and working on location, when on ads and stuff like that. There is an overabundance of documentation, and to what end I don't know. I think there's too much of it. I can't understand why people take photographs of their food, or even empty plates. I have no idea what's it all about it. I can't see the point of this. I much prefer using a camera. I like the feel of a camera. I like it. We can now look at photography side by side with a painting and call it art. Because I think Prahran was the start of looking at photography in a different light.